Globally, surgeons performed more than 20 million cosmetic procedures last year. South Korea, a country of about 50 million people, accounted for nearly 1 million of them. It reportedly has the highest rate of plastic surgery per capita. Seth Doan visited Seoul recently for a look at the country's $5 billion a year industry. Seth, good morning.
Good morning. South Korea is a trendsetter here in Asia, setting the tone for everything from K-pop to soap operas to, yes, it's plastic surgeons. And now South Korea is offering a 10% tax break for tourists who are inclined to go under the knife.
To walk down the street or take the subway in Seoul is to be bombarded by commercials for plastic surgery and even some real-life examples. Turn on the TV, it's there too. This show's formula: dreary music accompanies someone pre-surgery, then a crescendo during the procedure, until finally a dramatic reveal. Even a digitally produced before and after catwalk.
I guess everyone wants to be pretty, right?
On the street in Seoul, we heard how plastic surgeries are a common gift received when graduating from high school. New face, new start, 20-year-old Sally Park said.
How many of your friends have had plastic surgery?
I would say almost everyone, she replied. But why? We asked Kim Un-song if we could follow her as she went for her surgery at Regent, one of Seoul's biggest cosmetic hospitals. When I told my friends I was going to get this surgery, their reaction was bland, she said. They weren't surprised.
You're so beautiful, though.
I really don't think I'm beautiful at all, she said. Kim allowed us to join her final consultation as her doctor, Oh Myung-jun, marked up her face. At 23, she worries she looks old and gloomy. So she saved up about $1,800 working part-time retail jobs to get a fat graft of the full face. We watched as Dr. Oh took fat from Kim's thigh and injected it into her temple and under her eyes.
What's the desired effect here? Why is she doing this?
She thinks she has a very haggard look, a very skeletonized look, which makes her look older than her age. And she wants to have a more babyish face, or actually a younger face.
It's a simple procedure, he says, and one that's so subtle, he calls it the perfect crime.
Plastic surgery is very common here in South Korea, but people don't want to look as though they have had the surgery.
Yes. She has no neckline.
Later, he showed us some of his work.
This is the same person? So you created a jaw?
Yes, I created the jaw.
Walking down the street here in Seoul, you see people eyeing themselves in their phones, taking selfies. You have to attach your picture to resumes when you're getting a job. Why are looks such a big deal here in Korea?
I think it's more competitive than other areas of the world. Very highly educated, so you can't have just a good spec on your resume.
You can't just have good grades.
Yeah, you can't, because everybody has good grades. Everybody has all the credentials, so how are you going to get ahead of it?
Less than 24 hours after her surgery,
wow, hello. How are you doing?
we met up with a still swollen Kim Un-song.
What do you think when you're looking in the mirror?
I think I'll be stressed out less, she said, since the depressed areas of my face are now filled with fat. I think I'll be able to live a brighter life. Be it the oddly similar-looking receptionists saying, "We love you," or the waiting rooms filled with pamphlets and posters promising change. It's not long before you find yourself wondering.
I never thought about plastic surgery, but
Dr. Oh offered a free consultation.
I hope you are not offended by my language.
You go right ahead.
Thankfully, there's not enough time in this broadcast to tell you everything he suggested.
You can see how the deep wrinkles here and here. We can do this.
Okay.
And you will look much younger here.
Yes, we'll just leave it at that. On the plus side, they did tell me that my wrinkles are friendly wrinkles, Nora, and add character. And one of the most recent fads is surgery to alter your voice. But all this, of course, raising some very serious questions.
Seth, we think you look very handsome, in no need of anything.
But we think he could have a field day with me.
Sitting in that office.
We like, Seth, you'll be pleased to know that Charlie's like, we need to see the after picture. We were very intrigued, the before and after. So.
All right, I got to get back to Seoul.
All right.